So first thing I do, you want to use a boning knife, just something that's thin, has a pointy tip, and you can get down in all the crevices as well. So first thing I do, I'm going to want to use this carcass to make a stock, and I don't want a bunch of fat in my stock, so I'm going to remove the fat. There's a big flap of skin up front here. Just going to take that off. And then back here, there's two flaps by the legs, and you just cut those right off. You can see where the fat is and where the meat is. Next step, I'm going to remove the wing tips. Those can't be eaten at all, so we're going to put those in our stock. So they just cut off right where they separate from the regular wing. To remove the wings, you go right to the underarm, cut it right to where you hit the bone, and snap it off, cut right through. Let's get this other side, right in the underarm. Right when you hit the bone, snap it, and then cut right through where the separation is. We'll save our two wings aside. Next step, I want to remove the legs. Now between the carcass and the legs, there's a natural separation, so you just want to cut right through there, pulling the leg away as you're cutting away at the little bit of skin right there, and then you just pop the bone out. You can see the bone pops right out that way, and then you just cut off between the carcass and the leg where the two bones separated. You want to leave as little meat as possible on the actual carcass. Same thing here, natural separation, pop the bone out and cut right through. Now all we have left is to remove the breasts. You can cut them off some ways and keep the bones on, but I like to get a nice boneless breast. So down the middle here, there's a bone between the two breasts, and I'm just going to cut on each side of those. So you can feel it with your hands, and you can see it there, and it tells you exactly where to cut, right down the back. Now the trick here is to cut right along the carcass, right along the bones, and as you're doing that, you're pulling away the breast. And this really helps to help you see exactly where the bone is. And again, you want to leave as little meat as possible onto the carcass. Up front's a little tricky, you just got to find where the wishbone is, find these other small bones and work around them, and keep pulling away as the breast comes right off the carcass. Do the other side right along this breastbone, and then we just shave it away, pulling away the breast as we cut. If you need to turn your chicken around to help make it more comfortable, feel free to do that. So up front, we're going to get around this wishbone, pull away the carcass, pull away the breast, and what you have left is just a clean chicken carcass to make a stock, and we have all our meat products just like you'd buy them in the store. Okay, so there's my nice cleaned up chicken breast. I'm just going to remove some of the excess fat here. Any extra skin, any sort of the connective tissues that aren't going to be good to eat, you just want to get those out of there. Carefully cut them away. And then we have the tender on there. If you want to leave the tender on, you just want to remove that tendon out of there. So just cut that right along one way, and then cut it back. If you didn't quite get it all, you can just move it out like that. All right, then we have our chicken breast, skin on. You can use that for a lot of things. Let's get the other one. Remove any of the excess skin, excess fat. Clean up the connective tissue. Get that tendon off the tenderloin. And that's it. So next, let's go to the legs. You can roast the legs whole as is, just trim them up a little, but I like to separate them a lot of times. So what you do is, you see where the two bones connect from the thigh and the leg, and you just kind of move it around and feel with your thumb exactly where it is, and then you can cut right through. You're not really cutting through any of the bone. Then I just take this drumstick, cut the excess off, do the same thing with the thigh, a little bit of extra fat, a little bit of excess skin, then you're good to go. Let's do the same thing with the other leg. Move it back and forth and feel with your thumb till you find the perfect spot and cut right through. Trim it up. Thigh and the drumstick, they always say, has a little extra fat, but if you can cut that off, it's pretty much as lean as the breast. And it's got a lot more flavor because it's got the dark meat and it's got the bones in there. It's really nice. So here's my cleaned up, completely boned out chicken. Here's what we have. We have our 2 wings. You can roast those off by themselves. A lot of ways to use that. We have our 2 cleaned up chicken breasts, 2 drumsticks, and 2 chicken thighs. I have my chicken carcass here and my little wing tips. I'm going to use that for stock. I'll show you that later. And here's just a waist. That's all we have is waist. So now you're ready to use these in lots of different recipes.